Why blocking me?
So the first one of the things that we wanted to talk about was the fact that Sony decided to gut that company. What was it? PlayStation 5 or something like that. Yeah, that came out with the custom faceplates for the PlayStation 5. Man, they shut that down.
Yep.
I just I was kind of like WTF, but
totally.
I feel like there's two different ways, two reasons that it could be, right? Is maybe that faceplate ain't that easy to pop off and that you could risk breaking it in return.
I doubt it.
Or
it's meant to come off.
They want their money, but they haven't come out with anything to tell anybody about that. So I mean, what do you guys think? What's the reason why they would shut this down?
So I thought maybe there was a couple things. One being maybe the name. Maybe
PlayStation.
Maybe they had to issue.
They changed their name though.
Yeah. So they did change.
Wasn't enough.
So that's why I thought maybe the name was part of the issue, and then them selling things for the PlayStation. Maybe that was just enough to I don't know legal terms, but maybe
there's Mad Cats and everything else.
But
has been making
but it always has some
That's
sort of
true though.
But it always has a little seal, officially licensed. If you
buy
buy
permission.
Like a Nintendo Switch, a third-party controller that's has a Pokemon skin. It always says officially licensed by whatever
Nintendo.
So maybe there has to be some sort of
maybe
consent.
They want their money, their licensing fee. They want that for the face.
Clearly,
maybe there's some process to make accessories that they have to follow. Otherwise, we're gonna have to just go on eBay and buy things from around the world. Mm-hmm. So I thought it was to do with legal things more so than actually making the faceplate because. We could always buy accessories for every other thing in the world. Cases. I didn't think that actually selling the faceplate was the issue. I just think how they went about it with the name. They probably didn't get consent. So I
thought the name was awesome too.
The name was sick.
Play on words.
Yeah,
the name was sick. But I think it was just a combination of those things.
Yeah.
It brought some red flags through Sony, and Sony just axing it. They're like, nope. You messed up. We're not even gonna give you guys a try.
There's a few things here, man, to think about. I think, okay, I can't wrap my mind around Sony not realizing this cash cow, right?
They had to have thought of that. When
it's either they honestly didn't think about it, and then when they saw all this hype around it, wait a minute, actually, maybe we need to take control of this, right? Or they knew that this was something they wanted to do from the start. Those are the only two real explanations I can come up with as to why this is happening. And I also thought too, there is a difference, Sony cannot stop someone from buying, right, something to put onto it or click onto the outside. But this is, I guess, technically, physically part of the console, I guess. And so because of that, right, that's
it is. It's sold on the console, so technically it's a part of the console.
It's weird because it's completely detachable. I feel like the centerpiece is more so the console, and these plates are just on there. But I guess you can make the argument, maybe Sony can make the argument that it's technically part of the system, and therefore, you can't, add your own plates on. I have no idea. I almost felt like the company should fight it, man. Mm-hmm. It's got to be close. Whether they can do something like that. With phone cases, I guess this phone case isn't technically part of my phone. It's just not being wrapped on it. Mm-hmm. So therefore, Samsung has no say in this. But it's close, dude. It's close. What if I was able to take, the back plate off and swap it with something else? Would Samsung be able to come in and say, no, I can't do that?
But that's just that's like anything. Let's say a car part. People do have a bunch of aftermarket parts.
Yeah.
And the manufacturer has nothing to say about that.
There's little body kits, and things like that. And, you can get you can switch your hood out and get a carbon fiber hood.
You can switch
and all
tons
that
of things on a car. So how is this? I think the name was really probably part of their case to hey, their name, that's copyright infringement. They probably built a case.
It's not though.
Maybe
see,
because
that's
of
what I'm-
likeness.
That's why
I don't know.
That's why I
don't know.
say I think they should fight it because
Yeah,
I
you're
kind
right.
of think like
Maybe it was just a scare
it's such
tactic.
a fine line between like
You're right. Maybe it was a scare tactic.
between like changing the console or just putting like because like
Yeah.
you're just lapping off a part like you said with the car. I mean, I don't know all the nuances with that. I don't know if those are no longer copyrightable. I don't know what the difference is compared to the PlayStation and like what you're mentioning, but in my mind it is. It's like a super fine line that I think they could win. They're not really doing anything. It's just the plates.
It's just plastic.
It's just the plastic. Yeah,
Yeah.
like I don't see how they aren't allowed to do that. And so I want them to fight it because if they don't, let's say someone needs to fight it because if they don't, then Sony's going to gouge us, man. I think Sony's going to gouge us. I think they're going to sell plates and stuff and then just overcharge
For like
us for
mad
them.
tax prices.
Like that's
Yeah.
what I worry
I
about.
think they're probably an easy target. There's probably something that was a red flag, maybe the name, something, and then their legal team, boom, gave them a threat, and they got scared because they were probably a small company. Oh, let's fold.
I think
you
that's
know?
what it is too. Like us, imagine we're just
Yeah.
it doesn't matter.
We don't
what
got
it
the
is.
money
It
for
doesn't matter
lawyers,
if we're
so
on
we
the
can't play
right-
that game.
Yeah.
Tactic.
It doesn't matter if we're on the right or wrong. We're gonna just back off. Okay, whatever.
But if it's
whatever.
an eBay seller, if it's Amazon seller, those things are harder to target. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah, I was gonna
it
mention,
was
do you
probably
think-
just an easy
do
target?
you think
I'd
we'll find it
say-
all over eBay?
Oh,
Are
yeah.
people making
I'd say
these?
you
For
Etsy
sure.
that, dude.
Okay.
I say
Yeah.
you Etsy that, man.
Etsy
like,
too.
Etsy, you're right,
customizable
Etsy.
faceplate. What you want on it? You know what I mean? Just like that. You know what I mean? Like you can go right back out there with that. So if
Yeah,
I don't see
that gives
like
me
at
some
least
hope.
10 different people posting up Etsy custom
Plates.
face
Yeah.
plates
3D
for the
printed
PS5,
plates.
dude, then
Yeah.
nobody's thinking about it because that's definitely something that if you've got like a 3D printer and you've got the schematics for the exterior of it, or you can get it, like by all
Yeah,
means,
once it
customize
launches,
that shit.
They're gonna be readily
Yeah.
available. People are gonna scan those things and make carbon copies really easily and quickly.
Yeah, I'd say the only thing that you probably wouldn't have is if and I don't know if it is on there. You guys would probably have to let me know, but the triangle, square, X and O, like if that's that little type of print that's on the
Right,
controller,
is
if
able
that's
to
all over the
reproduce.
exterior of the
Oh,
console.
Oh, like
I
like
thought
the
it was just
texture
smooth.
pattern, like on the
the texture
controller,
pattern, yeah.
right? Maybe that's
So
on the console.
if that's on the exterior, then you would probably want that same exterior.
I
when you
would
got
care
a
less.
faceplate,
I would
maybe.
care less. Like this is what I would say. Like I've saw some of the dopest concepts arts for
Mhm.
these faceplates. Like
Yeah, dude.
Will, man,
You're not
if you
even
can
thinking about
find that Spider-Man Miles Morales one, you guys
The
see
black
that
one with the
webbing and like
protruding
the
webbing,
yeah,
yeah,
protruding
that one was
spider.
ill.
Like, dude, Will, if you can find that, slap that picture up, dude. Like that's the potential
For sure.
of this level of customization that we've never had in the
Yeah.
history of consoles.
Mhm.
There's also another dope one too, a God of War one that looked really sick.
It
Just
had like an axe in the front
the
or
axe
something
in the
like that,
front
right?
and
With
then
the
the
runes
God of
and all
War
that?
symbol.
Yeah, yeah.
Like that was sick too. Like there's so much potential here. Like I hope this gets figured out. And I do believe in what you're saying, like the Etsy pathway and the eBay pathway. I hope
Because
you
then
can't
those
stop
are
people
like
from doing that.
Nah.
You can't
Yeah,
stop
those are
private
just
party
custom
people from, like,
items.
making an
Especially when you're
exchange,
buying it
right?
from overseas, like good luck. They
Yeah.
sell.
And it's not like mass production, right? Like it's like an
Even-
arrangement,
Yeah, even if you didn't buy them overseas, right? If you're selling a custom item piece or whatever that can go onto your PS5, that's how you're selling it. Like
Yeah.
they can't stop you
Right.
from customizing your
From
own
two
item. All
private
they can tell you,
individuals,
right?
yeah.
All they can tell you is that hey, like this null and void your warranty or
Mhm.
something like that.
I love you, me.